We'll see if this works. Seem to have internet problems. I thought it was the joypad, but it might have been the internet. Well, the joypad seems to be playing up a little bit. Both of them, I don't know why. Very bizarre. But it's triple XP points, so... Oh, I don't want to do that. Co-op. What am I doing? Greetings, Off-World Atom. How are you going, my man? How's it going? How are you? God, what's this world? Ajahn Koloss. I don't think I've been here before. How are you doing, my man, anyway? How's things? This is my second time of asking. I just tried to stream about 10 minutes ago. Got about 7 minutes through. And I don't know what happened. Internet went down, or I don't know, something. So I hope you're well. Hello, Darth Jason. Hey, man. Thanks for stopping by. Just a bit of a casual Battlefront stream. Apparently it's triple point, so we'll see anyway. But I felt like my joypad was misbehaving before. We'll see. It seems to be alright now. Might have been the internet. Mr. Rez! How's it going, my man? How you doing, dudes? I don't recall playing this level before, you know. Looks like the Tantive. This must be from one of the Rise of Skywalker levels.
Get ready.
How you doing, Mr. S?
Not every day we get to take down a Star
Hey,
Destroyer.
Cats.
But we can't do it until we've
How is
secured the
everyone?
ground.
Excellent as always. Good job. Good job.
Kylo Ren has been spotted. Better watch.
I don't remember playing this level before, you know. So it's nice sunny Wednesday evening actually over here in England. It's quite nice weather. And I was bored, so I thought I might as well come on and just do a bit of Battlefront. You know I'm not very good at this, so don't have any high expectations for you. But I don't remember playing this level before. This looks like the Tantive location in Rise of Skywalker. I don't know what game I've just spawned into, but anyway, we'll give it a go. Only one Kenobi! Only one! There's only one! Only one! Have you played this level before? This is the first time I've just randomly spawned into this level. It looks like it's off the Rise of Skywalker. I've never played this level before. Looks like the this Tantive 4 model. Isn't that a fantastic model? Do you know, I've played Battlefront 2 that many times. I don't think I've ever played this level. Look at the Tantive 4. Fantastic. How you doing, only one? Good to see you, my man. Hope everyone is well. It's quite a nice. Only one says loads of my chats didn't come up. Didn't come up. There, man. Loads of messages. Weird. I think there's something going on with my internet, you know, because I literally just did a stream about. I started a stream about 10-15 minutes ago. Got 7 minutes into it, and then it just went. It went kaput. Whoa. Got Kylo Ren. What a badass. So yeah, it might be my internet playing up. Or yeah, or you may be going emoji crazy, only one. So okay, I'm 4 minutes in. I've not fired my weapon yet. I've not killed anyone. I've not fired a weapon. I've just stared aimlessly at the Tantive 4 for about 4 minutes. I better go and do something, hadn't I? Make this stream sort of semi-worthwhile.
They just got Captain Phasma to lead them.
Captain Phasma? This is definitely a sequel. This is definitely a Rise of Skywalker. Whoa. Jesus Christ. I don't know what game I've spawned into, but there's some badassery on display already. I'm going to have to get a bit stealthy. I love the sound of Ren's saber. Yeah, such a good character, Kylo Ren, that they just didn't quite make enough of, did they? Bit of a shame. I even liked, I quite liked Ben. I quite liked Ben's cockiness, you know, when Ben finally came round. I liked his kind of open arms and a bit of a shrug. Very kind of Han Solo-esque. Adam Driver's a cool dude. Man, I can't stop watching Tim Possible. Have you met Tim Possible yet, Only One? Tim and I have become a bit of friends on TikTok. He is a Kylo Ren lookalike. Such a cool dude. You never know, he might pop into the stream, but Tim Possible is such a cool dude. He needs to work on the voice. He needs some Only One voice coaching, and then he's got the whole package. But he's this spitting image of Adam Driver. Okay, so let's go on the hunt. Yeah, Tim Possible his name is. He's got a YouTube channel. He's not put a great deal of content out yet. He's just sort of more on TikTok. But he's a super nice guy, young guy. He looks absolutely identical to Adam Sandler, and he kind of puts a fake scar on his face. You know, what the hell am I supposed to be doing in this game? Ooh. Look at that. I walked around the corner, walked straight into bloody Tim Possible. There you go, he's taking me out. Do you hate it when you get home from work and you've got one of those Royal Mail bloody cards in your letterbox? Missed the bloody delivery from In Demand. I was hoping to get some toys out tonight.
We'll win this by taking and
get some
all
goodies out. Instead, I've got a bloody red card.
The enemy is in control of
hate the red
all
cards.
positions. We need to push them back.
Well, I've got to get it redelivered or make the effort of going down the blooming delivery office. Such a pain. They do laugh whenever I go around there. Though they're like, "Oh, it's this crazy guy that's got boxes and boxes and boxes of toys being delivered to his flat every week." They must think I'm stark raving bonkers. Oh god, here we go. I've done nothing in this game. 7 minutes. I think I fired my shot once. I've died 4 times. Right. Let's at least concentrate for 1 second. I want to get at least 1 kill. Is Mr. Ghost still in the chat? Mr. Ghost and I are doing we're doing one of those American English. Died again. We're doing one of those candy exchanges, you know, where we swap over British and American sweets. So I've just put together a box of goodies for Mr. Ghost. I managed to find sherbet dips. I didn't know they still make those.
We almost control the sector.
Who remembers the sherbet dip? I bet only one remembers the sherbet dip. If he's still here, I bet he remembers the sherbet dip.
We're capturing position Doran.
Right. Stealthy, stealthy. Okay, not too stealthy. Okay, bit of cover. Did he die? There we go. There we go. I've got at least one kill on the table, so. Seems to be anyone around. Where is everyone? Where's the so-called First Order? Alright, I'm gonna have to go looking. I don't know if there are any monkey lizards on this planet. Should we go and have a look? Hey, Brandon! Brandon, do you want to play Battlefront 2? I want some company. I've just spawned into this game and I keep getting killed. You want to play Battlefront 2 with me? Oh, anyone's still here. Can't seem to find Tip Possible yet. Plus I need to re-download TikTok. Not on YouTube. I think he is. I think he is on YouTube. I don't think he's put any content out yet. Who wants to play Battlefront with me? I want to get out of this level. Don't like it. Apprentice will say, sure, give me a couple of minutes. Awesome. I want to get out of this level. Don't like it. It's too good for me. I want someone to talk to as well. I'm bored. The Monkey-Lizard's bored. Yes, so I went shopping. The Monkey-Lizard went to the supermarket at the weekend. The supermarché. It's very rare that the Monkey-Lizard goes to a supermarket, but I did. And I went there with the sole purpose. Whoa! I went there with the sole purpose of buying a trolley full of candy. Well, we don't call it candy. You guys call it candy. Sweeties, as we call them. Chocolates. Traditional English fare that I put in a box that's being shipped off to the 1000th ghost, and I'm looking forward to watching his face as he samples our fair English snacks. Wanted to do one of those reaction type videos for a while. It'd be a bit of fun. We'll see. We'll see what comes of it. There seems to be a renaissance in old sweeties I found in this supermarket. Anyway, there's a load of stuff that I thought, God, do we still make this? Or is this some kind of revival? Wow. Bloody hell. It's rocket troopers. They fly now?
Our orders are to secure those command posts.
So I noticed the new Messiah has been slyly promoted to Executive Creative Director. The one Dave Filoni. That seemed to go by pretty quietly. Or maybe I just don't have my ear to the ground. That's got to be good news. Him and Doug Chang. The legend that is Doug Chang. Seem to both have that title now, so Doug with the responsible for the art direction of Lucasfilm, and Filoni the story direction, so that's good. Hopefully we get some coordinated story arcs now. God, my controller, what's going on?
Enemy transports are on the way. First order forces have begun boarding. Attack them now while they're vulnerable.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Well, I'll tell you what, the sooner I end this bloody game, the better. Hey, Toy Slammer, how's it going? Man, you're in the wrong place if you come for some dynamic Battlefront 2 action. Jesus, I haven't shot a bloody thing yet. Oh, look at that guy. Let's play him. Remember him? Oh, look at him, he's got a big gun. I might stand a chance with the heavy gun. Well, he comes out of the gate with the heavy gun. You don't need to load it up. He comes locked and loaded with the heavy gun. How are you, Toy Slammer? How's it going, my man? Is this the ends? Is it putting me out of my misery?
The First Order are going to attempt a boarding action, and it's going to be up to us to stop them.
Okay, there's another part. I have never played this map before. Looks like he doesn't want me to play it either. It's giving me a bit of a black screen. Here we go. What's going on now? Okay.
We have uninvited guests. Fight them everywhere you see them.
Hey,
Can't let them
Niels.
destroy the core or we're done for.
This looks like a familiar map that's been recolored. How are you, Niels? How's things going? I was debating whether to start the old Back to the Future back up, but I was so disheartened after the first blimmin' episode of Back to the Future. I just can't bring myself to play that again. It totally destroyed me. Toy Slammer's doing good. He's heading to Target for a toy hunt. Fingers crossed, dudes. Hopefully you find what you're looking for. Some Clone Wars Black Series figures, no doubt. Seem to be the order of the day. Most people, most of our American friends seem to be finding them now. Luke off! Boo! Hey Luke. I saw your message, triple XP points, and I thought I might try and take advantage of that. Of course, I haven't shot a bloody thing since I've loaded the game, so I'm not really taking advantage of it, but... How you doing, Luke? Neil says my Black Series Boba arrived today from the Star Action figure. Very happy. Good man. Is that the deluxe version? Pretty good, dude. Pretty good. How are you? Luke says paid off, starts college. Paid off? You're starting college. June 8th. Good man. Oh, good man. Going back to college. Good for you, fella. Good for you. That's exciting. Neil's the deluxe version. Yeah, that's a good figure. That's a good figure. Mind you, there's so many Boba Fett figures. There's so many good ones, but yeah, that is definitely a good one. All those flame effects and So what are you studying at college, Luke? What are you going back to do? Luke says track safety cards, network rail. Man, that's awesome. Oh, good man. Well, it's a good time to be doing it with all the rail upgrades that are happening. So, good for you, man. Good for you. Damn! Oh, the internet's down again. Bloody internet. Does it stop broadcasting? I tell you what, I don't know why. I've got fibre. I've got 100 meg fibre straight piped into this place. I don't normally have internet problems. Looks like it's still broadcasting. Keep getting a message popping up saying insufficient broadband. There's literally nothing else using internet around here, so I don't know why it's saying that. Yeah, good for you, Luke. I'm pleased for you, man. That sounds like a really good venture to me. Something that you'll get some solid work from as well, you know. Well-paid work as well, no doubt. So good for you, man. Good for you. We all need something to give us some drive, don't we, and give us some focus. Otherwise, life can be a little bit aimless. Hopefully, you'll still have time to do your podcasts. We wouldn't want to lose. We wouldn't want to lose Mr. Hoff from the interwebs. Toy Slammer, which game is better, Battlefront 2 or Jedi Fallen Order? Totally different games, Toy Slammer. Because Jedi Fallen Order is a single player campaign. I mean, it's open world, but there's no multiplayer option. Whereas Battlefront 2, it's a multiplayer game, really. There is a single player campaign, but I did a live stream of it a couple of weeks ago. It only takes about 3 or 4 hours to finish the single player campaign, so It's a multiplayer game, really. They're both good games.
Kylo Ren has been spotted. Better
They're both
watch
good.
it.
If you're a Star Wars fan, you'll enjoy both of them. Although, Battlefront 2, my multiplayer, I mean, if you look at me, I'm getting my ass kicked here. It's hard. That's why I'd normally play co-op, because there's more AI players. In fact, I'm going to quit out of this game, because I'm not enjoying it. And I'm going to play co-op. If I can. Because I'm just getting my... It's not fun for me getting destroyed all the time. So I normally play co-op because there's less hardcore Battlefront 2 players, basically, and there's more AI, and I do better against the AI. These big multiplayer games, there are people that have been playing Battlefront 2 from the very beginning, and their scores are like over 1,000. And someone like me goes in who's a pretty casual gamer, and I just get my ass kicked. It's not fun. So I try and play the easier games. Let's have a look. So, for example, co-op. There you go. It's 4 players. So there's only ever you and 3 other actual players, and the rest of the characters are an AI. Hey, Clinkety Clink. Hey, Salacious, how are you? I'm good, Clinky. How are you, my man? See, you're doing a few more live streams. I'm sorry, I struggle to catch them because they tend to be a little later. But it's good to see you getting involved, my man. I hope you're well. Luke says, appreciate that, but if it gets busy, then maybe the odd stream and the occasional podcast. Well, as long as you keep your foot in, Luke, and you keep, you know, it's been great getting to know you and having you part of the community. We don't want to totally lose contact with you. And I know you're going to have to focus and stuff on your college, but it'd be great to still catch up with you, dude. Right. So yeah, I'm genuinely pleased for you. I know it was for a while there you were. I could sense that it was getting quite stressful for you, not having you know, some firm work and a direction. So I think what you're doing sounds really good, dude. So yeah, I wish you all the best with it.
The rebels are attacking this battle station directly.
Yeah, so I'm this game playing against the AI suits me a lot better. You'll notice I kill quite a few more people on this type of setting than I do on the true multiplayer. Toy Summer says, okay, cool, thanks. I probably would enjoy playing Battlefront 2 better. Jedi Fallen Order's quite hard. There was some quite hard levels actually, but it's very enjoyable, and it's there's a lot of good Star Wars, new Star Wars lore in it actually. Some quite interesting stories that hopefully will pay off in future canon material. Clink says, last weekend I finally finished Jedi Fallen Order. It's a great game. Yeah, brilliant game. I have to be honest, I had to get YouTube out to, I had to watch a few YouTube videos to help me get through it. I got stuck quite a few times, but I got there in the end. Yeah, there's that one level where you have to, there's all those huge balls that you have to sort of arrange in the right place on the level.
But we shall prove them wrong. Get ready.
Very hard, actually. Luke says, Toy Slammer, if you're on Xbox, Fallen Order and Battlefront 2 are on Game Pass. There you go. So if you've got an Xbox and you've got Game Pass, then you get those games, you don't have to pay for them.
Our defenses must shift to properly.
It's really good, that Game Pass, to be honest.
New positions marked.
If I wasn't so embedded in PlayStation, I might consider it, but Clinkety said, yeah, I had to look it up too. Yeah, where you put those balls and those sphere things, yeah. It was quite a complicated puzzle. I would never have got it without help, to be honest. Oh, who shot me there? I love this map. I love the stage design of inside the Death Star. Oh, look at Boba. There you go, Niels. Here's your Boba model. Right. Let's come around here. See if I can. Oh. There's a Wookiee. Hey, Mr. Josh. What are all you crazy people doing? How's it going, Mr. Josh? How are you, dudes? It's been a while since we've had a chat. So, how's it been since you've been back in the cinema? How's everything going? Are you back playing movies or semi, or what's the crack? Are you getting many people in? How's everything going?
Elite agent deployed.
God. What's the first big blockbuster that's going to be playing at the cinema now then? Josh, you've been open to the public since Friday. And how are the crowds, Josh? Getting many people in? What's the next big blockbuster to come out? I'm trying to think what it is. It's slow, but we have... Hope it'll pick up... Oh, Quiet Place 2, yes. Do you know, I must admit, I've not seen Quiet Place 1 yet. It's one that's on my list. I don't know why I haven't seen it, I just never... There were 2 or 3 movies that came out around that time that were quite similar. There was another one with Sandra Bullock, I can't remember what it's called. But like an alien monster thingy. But yeah, I never watched Quiet Place, I don't know why. Because I quite like, it's very quiet. I don't like the Bird Box. Yeah, that's it. I really like the lead actress. What's her name? She's what's her name? God's sake. English lady. She's super hot anyway, and super nice too. What's her name? She was Mary Poppins. What's her bloody name? Emily Blunt. There you go. That's what happens when you have a monkey lizard-sized brain. You cannot recall basic pieces of information. Yeah, Emily Blunt. Yeah, she's nice, isn't she? Very nice, very nice. God, I just blew that guy. Blew that guy 20 foot in the air. Yes, Emily Blunt in Edge of Tomorrow with Tom Cruise, where she's training him and she's doing all those exercises in that room. You know, she's purposely like doing press-ups really slowly and stuff. That makes me laugh. In that film that's got about 10 different names, Edge of Tomorrow or Tomorrow Over Again or Tomorrow Dies Today, or I don't know, it's got about 50 different names. You never decided what name to call it. Edge of Tomorrow, or...
I know what you're
Hopefully, Mr. Brandon's loading his screen. He's going to join me because the monkey lizard's going to lose his mind. Live, die, repeat. Yeah, that's another name, isn't it? I don't know. I had so many of them. I feel like the monkey lizard's struggling to record even basic information today. He's losing his mind. Is that Papa Gourd, the Canadian lap dancer in the house? All the monkey lizards have just perked up. I just see Pilly Yum Yum's head just stick up over the sofa.
The rebels are almost out of time.
How are you going, Papa?
A bit longer and they'll be defeated.
There's only one Canadian Santa Claus, isn't there? And that's Papa Gourd. Papa G-string. I've had quite a lot of good feedback about that video, Papa. It's been a lot of complimentary feedback about your dancing, about yours. Oh, I don't know. Can we call it dancing? It's kind of dancing. Kind of like.
Time is fast running
I was going to say grinding, but it's not really grinding either. Swaying. But there's been lots of positive feedback about the video and about yourself. The pouch is almost more famous than anything else. The gourd pouch seems to be. You need to get those gourd pouches in your merch store, Papa. I don't know if Teespring do them, or whatever you call them, Tea Republic or whatever those stores are called. But you need to get one of those pouches on there. There's half a dozen monkey lizards around here that would all buy one.
We've pushed back the rebel incursion and the battle station is secure.
Toy Slammer says T-Mobile is offering me a $4 movie tickets for A Quiet Place. I'm thinking about getting there for Saturday. Good lad, you go there. Go to Mr. Josh's cinema. He'll look after you. Give you some free popcorn or something. Yeah, the Papa Gourd, Papa Gourd, the Canadian lap dancer film is doing is had a lot of positive feedback. I've even had one or two people inquire whether or not there's a sequel. So I'll just leave that. I'll leave that little seed to gestate with you, Papa Gourd. We may have to leave this up to chance, or maybe leave it up to when you hit another milestone and do a little bit more online, live, spontaneous streaming and drinking. See whether the monkey lizard can goad you into doing some more gyrating for us on camera. But yeah, there's definite demand for a Papa Gourd, the Canadian lap dancer sequel. You do need to stock up. You need to get those. You need to get those Papa Gourd G-strings stocked up. You'll sell out. Is Brandon here? Is Brandon here? Yeah, I need Brandon. The sequel would be Papa Gourd, the Canadian lap dancer, grinding. Apprentice says, I'll be streaming too, but do you want to send me an invite to the game and the chat? Yeah, I'll quit out of this game. We're going to do some multiplayer, multi-streaming action. Grinding 2, the Electric Boogaloo. Right, Brandon, I'm going to go and set up a party invite. I'll just be leaving this screen for a second, people. I'll be back in a second. Set up a party modes. Let's get grinding. Let's get Brandon on the airwaves. Something wrong with my PlayStation today. It's so slow. Start a party. There we go. So I've invited Brandon to the party, and now I'm going to invite him to the multiplayer. Hey, Apprentice Ewok has joined the party.
There we go. Hey
Awesome. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. For a second there. Oh, where am I going? I'm losing my mind. I'm losing the plot today, Brandon. I don't know what's going on. It's been one of those. I think it's been one of those weeks, busy week, and everything I'm doing is wrong. Oh, have I lost you? Have I lost you from the group? I keep pressing the wrong bloody buttons. Anyway, I think we're there. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, and I'm just joining your session. That should work.
Awesome. There we go.
There we go. Yep.
Yay! I've got someone to talk to. How are you doing?
Doing well.
Good. I'll let you pick. You can control the game stuff, can't you?
Yeah.
I'll let you do all that then, so I don't have to think about it. Is that all right? And I'm just going to follow you around.
Sure. We'll do some Galactic Empire.
Okay. So you've had a busy few days as well. Doing up, rearranging your room and getting your collection sorted out. Tell us about that.
Yeah. I went on a crazy long toy hunt this past weekend, and went down to IKEA and got a Datolf,
Nice.
and then found the Clone Wars figures. Got some G.I. Joe, Marvel Legends, some of those retro carded Kenner Marvel heroes, and then drove back home. So that was 10+ hours of driving.
Wow.
Yeah.
An expensive trip as well, by the sounds of it.
Yeah. $350 plus.
Wow.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't go on those trips often, and I got a bunch of stuff that I was like missing out on. So
Yeah.
I came back and reorganized my shelves. I've got my 4 helmets on display, my Ewok village, and I've got my bookshelves now organized by trilogies. I've got a prequel shelf, a shelf of Disney stuff I got at Disneyland with some Funko Pops. I got my OG shelf, and then sequel trilogy with Mando and Solo, and what else is there? Some of the gaming greats are on that shelf. Those comic lines are on there, and the bottom shelf is for art books, comics, and my Hot Toys down there now.
Yes.
So it's
hooking
all,
up.
Yep.
I saw you. Although I've asked you to record it, I was on your stream listening to it, but it's nice hearing it, getting the first-hand account. And I saw you got your Ewok village on top of your Detolf, which looks awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's hard to tell, but you might see I've got one of those little vintage rums sitting up on top of the tree, looking everything over. I was gonna register
awesome.
and call him the Watcher.
That's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. We've got Smirking Bears join us in the house.
Hey,
How's you going,
Smirking?
Smirking? And we've got G Units. Josh says that's awesome, Brandon.
Yeah, I'm really happy with it.
Those Clone Wars Black Series figures caused a right fuss to begin with, but everyone seems to be finding them.
Yeah,
Everyone
absolutely.
What's going on?
Well,
That all seems to be a bit.
I mean, it's a Target exclusive over here. So you can only get them at Targets over here, and then the Target stock is like ridiculous. And you've got like they've got the figures, but they're not putting them out on displays yet. It seems like 25% of the stores that had them even had a spot for them. So when I went, I had to go and ask an employee at each store if they had them in the back and to scan. I went on YakFace and got the DPCI or DCPI, whatever that code is.
Yeah.
And then I also had the barcode so that they could scan it. And I only saw 2 figures the whole trip. I went to 8 Targets and called 6 more, and I only saw 2 figures on the shelf, and they were both Anakins. And I was going to get both of them until I noticed that the guy behind me was with his son, and they were kind of looking at it. So I just grabbed the one, but the rest of them I had to ask for them to go check the back. So it was pretty cool.
Now, Brandon, I popped into your stream last night. I don't know if I don't know if I commented, but it was quite late, and I was watching you unbox the Anakin.
Yeah.
It's not very good, is it?
No.
The face sculpts. It doesn't look like Hayden, and it doesn't look like the animated version. I think it's a little bit disappointing, really.
Yeah, and I absolutely agree with that, and it is. I see what they were trying to do, because I've heard that they were kind of trying to morph it to make it look like a combination of Hayden and the animated, but they didn't do a very good job doing either of them. And I've even heard people say that it looks like Matt Lanter, who did the voice for.
That was the first thing I said. I was like,
yeah. Oh, it was you. Yeah.
Yeah. Like trying to. They're doing something nice for Matt Lanter here by giving him his own figure.
Yeah, I've heard people say it looks like Tom Holland.
I heard you say that on the stream, and I can't see Tom Holland, but then I haven't got the figure close up. But yeah, it's, considering all the hype for those figures, it's a bit odd.
Yeah, yeah. The Echo is absolutely fantastic.
Okay.
Yeah, the Echo is really good, and I mean, really, it's kind of just repaints and re-releases with slight adjustments. The clone pilot Hawk is really just a Phase 1 clone trooper with that helmet and breathing apparatus put on it.
Yeah.
And then the Echo is fantastic. Like I think I've heard that it's the more recent Rex body sculpt and everything. And then the Obi-Wan is the lower body of a Phase 1 trooper because it's really stiff, and then it's just the clone armor on top of it with the upper face. Like it, but those skins are my favorite in this game, and I really hope we get to see that on Kenobi.
Yeah,
see them in their clone armor.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, the whole Target exclusives and finding these figures, it is definitely overhyped for what we are getting, which is too bad.
Now, you don't have any remorse, do you, in taking them out of the packaging? You had them straight out, I presume.
Oh no, not at all.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
I ripped those suckers off.
Oh God. Did you see
I
Papa?
didn't rip them off like Papa Gord.
Oh my God, when he did that, oh my God, we were all in genuine, like, pain. Well, I was anyway. I thought, oh my God, that was brutal. Papa.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because those card backs are so beautiful. But anyway.
Oh, absolutely.
I've got a feeling when I eventually move house and start setting up a room that it might come to having to make a decision because it's space, isn't it? The space of having them all in boxes. I don't know. We'll see. But at the moment, I can't bring myself to think about doing what you and Papa do.
Well, and I'm more delicate. I like to cut as close to the card back as I can, so even if it's not perfect, I can still keep the card back and kind of display them.
Yeah.
Like I've got a shoebox full of all the different card backs that I've gotten from every card back that I have that I've gotten the figure from. I've kept the card back itself. But
maintain the area.
So I went through a phase in the 90s. Don't laugh at me. I went through a phase in the 90s of buying the Star Trek The Next Generation Playmates figures because I was really into the Next Generation.
Yeah.
And there was this sci-fi shop around the corner from me, and I bought a load of them. And then I thought, I'm going to take them out of the package. So I cut the bubble off the cards and took them out of the package. Then immediately regretted it. And sellotaped the bubbles back to the cards.
Back on, yeah.
And I've still got all those, and they just look absolutely ridiculous now. What am I doing? So, I don't know. But
Chris 1000th Goats says, "Hey guys, I just got home. Mind if I hop on?"
Oh, good man. Yeah, get Chris on. I need to do something then, don't I?
I can invite him.
Yeah,
I can
great.
invite him too.
Oh, great.
I'm gonna die here in a second because I'm gonna run out of battery juice as the Emperor.
Smoking says, "Okay, Papa Gord. I think Papa's saying he needs to ramp up the shock value on his stream tonight. So God knows what he's going to be doing. What is more shocking than A, tearing up that Greedo card, and B, lap dancing for a monkey lizard live on air? I mean, where else can you take it, Papa?
So G-string and maple syrup.
Oh, there you go, Papa. Mate, let's do it for Canada. Maple syrup. Let's get some bacon, maple syrup, some waffles. Is it waffle? I don't know what it is. That's. Oh. Luke says, watching Doctor Strange forgets how nuts the effects are. Yeah, they are nuts in that film. Oh, Papa Gold says, and a kiddie pool. Does he mean like a paddling pool?
Yeah.
That would be good. Yeah, a paddling pool full of maple syrup, Papa. Man, you'll get huge numbers on that one. Smirking says, hot tub streams are the meta on are meta on Twitch. I think there's been some controversy, hasn't there, about a girl that she's been banned or something. She records from a hot tub or something daft.
Well, and they've changed some of the community guidelines on Twitch because you can't be banned or punished for just being sexy. That's one of the things that I've seen that they're claiming now.
Well, it's a good job Papa Gould's not on Twitch, or he'll be banned all the time, wouldn't he?
Right. Hey, Chris.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, Mr. Ghosts. Mr. Ghosts. How's it going?
This match is almost over, and then we'll have to back out to get Chris in the same lobby as us.
So I don't know if you heard, Brandon, but the monkey lizard went to a supermarket at the weekend.
Oh, they're still playing.
And
we got about 6 minutes, Chris.
Okay.
You went to the supermarket?
I went to the supermarket and I bought nothing but traditional British sweets and chocolates and snacks, and put them in a box, and then it's being posted to Mr. Ghost's house, so we can do a what's the word? An international taste testing video of some sort.
Oh man,
that sounds good.
So that's going to be interesting.
almost built. Hey Ghost Animation, hey Bellroom, hey Daniel Skywalker. That Gundam building was fun last night.
Oh, that looks really interesting. Oh, Vader's girl says, Kiddo says hi to everyone. So can everyone go and say hello to Raphael, please? Hey, Rafa. How's it going, my little boy? My little man.
What a disaster. The rebels now have a foothold.
All right, just kidding, Chris. We lost earlier, so we're good to go now.
Papa's off. Catch you on the flip side. Catch you later, Papa.
See ya. See you, Papa.
Everyone's saying hello to Raph. Hey, Raph. Hope you're doing. Hope you're okay, little guy. Hope you're being good for your mommy.
All right, make sure you back out so it doesn't try to put us in multiple.
Oh, do I quit? Yeah. What do you? Is it mommy, mummy, mom? What do you guys call it in America? I suppose it's different to where you are. I suppose.
Yeah, I say mom.
Mom.
Mom. Yep.
It could be that this isn't turned on as well. Oh no.
Luke Hoff says, "May the force be with you, Raph." Luke says I call mine hobbits.
Are you ready to go, Chris?
Can you guys hear me at all?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Then yeah.
I'm wondering if the chat can hear you. I think your settings should be.
Josh, can you hear Mr. Ghost come through the chat? Will you let us know? Can you give us
Ghost anime? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Can you give us a little monologue, Ghost?
Sure. Do we ever get to play with this really messed up Grievous that's on the screen? He's really
yeah,
cool.
you can get. There's a skin of him that you can unlock where it's battle
cool.
damage.
You're coming through loud and clear, Mr. Ghost.
Excellent.
Nice. Ghost Animation says, for some reason, international food testing reminded me of a video where an English guy tried to eat Hungarian snacks and decided to spit it out.
I've watched people do that with Marmite from Australia.
I don't think there's anything nasty that I've put in your package. It's all pretty,
Pretty tame.
yeah, it's all English. I was actually really surprised at how much stuff is still being made that I used to have when I was a kid, and I don't know whether it's a revival type stuff, but yeah, but there was a lot of sweeties that we used to get when I was a kid that are still around. So I tried to pick out
what I did.
I tried to pick out all the English names, you know, all the English, very English stuff. So
Yeah. Yeah, I found a whole bunch of stuff that I haven't had since I was a kid. That looks like some sort of revival or something. I love it.
yeah.
To be fair, I might have to go back to the store because your pile got smaller as
Yeah, that happens, doesn't it? I must admit, I found that as well. So tell us about the Gundam building stuff, Brandon, because I've never done that before, and that did pique my... Unfortunately, it was quite late, so I couldn't really stay up and watch it, but it did pique my curiosity.
Yeah, so we went for 3.5 hours, and I finished mine. I didn't do the transformation things for it yet, but Aaron, Coldbane Games, sent me the toolkit to do it with little snippers and a file and tweezers and everything, and mine had about 5 trays of pieces that you have to put on. And I mean, it's like any other, it's like those Bandai model kits, but
they snap in.
Really, yeah. It all snaps together, and like 20-some steps that you have to do to build the legs and the torso and all that kind of stuff. It was there are no words with the instructions, so it's kind of like building Lego, where you just look at the picture and kind of need to figure it out. I did end up breaking his little unibrow crown piece, which was upsetting, but Aaron gave me some tips on how to make it so you can fix that. But it was pretty relaxing, other than the little stickers, the decals, and the dropping little pieces. But I enjoyed it, and I might actually look into some other kits.
Those stickers were incredibly small.
Yeah.
Well, putting stickers on toys generally is quite stressful, trying to get it lined up. Like I remember trying to put the stickers on the G1 Transformers as a kid. You get a little sticker pack.
Yeah.
And never being able to...
You should see my sound wave. The sound wave is very bad.
Yeah.
The rebel Han Solo has been seen. Watch out. We have been pushed.
Yeah, so the whole model building thing does appeal to me, I must admit. It feels like something quite therapeutic. I watched Vern do a Bandai Wonder Woman kit the other day, and
Yeah, I was watching that same one.
have you've bought that? Have you?
Oh no, no.
I'm not a Wonder Woman fan.
Well, the Wonder Woman is one thing. I don't do models.
Oh, okay.
I do not have the patience.
All right. I don't know if I've got the patience, but Yeah, 3 hours. I might get frustrated, especially with some of those small pieces. But it did look good. So, does it? They do transform them, do they, Brandon? Once you've made them.
Yeah, some of them do. There are ones that, like, I don't know the names of them all. Like, I am very new to this, but the one that I was given was a Gundam Wing, and like the one that I have, it's a red, white, blue, and yellow one, and it can transform into like a jet.
Wow.
So it's very cool, and it comes with a big, long rifle or a lightsaber, and then a shield, and the wings can do some crazy stuff. It's very cool, and that was a really cool one for my first set. It was more detailed than I thought it was going to be, and Aaron even apologized for that, but it's all good.
So was it a one-off event, or is it gonna be a regular series?
I don't know, because Aaron does one every Tuesday. He does a gunpla.
Yeah, I've seen him. I've seen him do that before.
Yeah. And it's a lot of fun to watch him, because he's been doing it for years. So he knows pretty much what to do, and it's the reason why it took me 3.5 hours is because I had to keep looking at it to check to make sure it was right, and trying to find all the pieces. But by the end of it, I was kind of getting familiar of where all the pieces went, and
cheaper, so they were the first ones we got.
They were. I remember asking for a transform and being given a GoBot and being really gutted. But then I started getting into the GoBots. But I'll be honest with you, and I'm going to get derided here. I don't know anything about Gundam. I've seen the massive one in the giant size one on TV in Japan. But I don't know. Is it a cartoon or an anime? I don't know anything about.
Yeah, it's an anime.
Okay, I've never seen it, to be honest. So, and is it transforming? Is it like transform? Is it people in mech,
or is it like Robotech?
Oh, okay, fine. Yeah. I don't think we've ever had it over here in England, to be honest. Maybe we have, but I certainly don't remember. Is it old? Is it from the 90s or the 80s or?
Yeah, I think Aaron was saying the 90s.
Oh, okay.
And growing up, like when I was probably 2nd or 3rd grade, I had a friend who was into them, and I never watched like the show or anything with him, but he had some of them, and we'd play with them, and he'd show me the different Gundam that he had, and I thought they were cool. I just never really got into it. So it is one of those cool things that Like I might pick up another kit. I saw one at Walmart when I went, and I might do that occasionally. I've also ever since last night I've looked into doing some of those Bandai model the Star Wars kits.
Yeah, no, they look like I think I've one that I've never made. I think I've got an R2D2, or it might be a black mech. I think I can't remember which one that is. But yeah, they look good.
I've got a Boba Fett one I'm sending to GeForce.
Oh, nice.
Messiah the Sixth is in the chat, and he says that's the reason I collected Power Rangers and Zords. I like the mechs. Used to have a lot of Gundams. Beast Wars, but I loved them through the years. We've also got Vern's in the house as well. Hey, Vern.
Hey, Vern.
Vern built another kit yesterday morning.
Did you see that guy fly?
Hey, Commander Cody.
Have you been doing more kit building, Vern, on top of that Wonder Woman?
Smirking Bear has let's see here. Remember watching Gundam Wing, Gundam Unicorn, and Gundam Seed. There are a bunch of different series in it. It's and the way Aaron was describing it, it seemed like some of them get pretty out there.
Haha. Messiah the Sixth says, level you guys. Oh, nice one, dude. Thanks for stopping by.
Oh.
Not a Wookiee.
Daniel Skywalker. I am in the U.S. And he says I know a place where you can get model kits if you want. I'm definitely.
There's a hobby shop near my house. I might go to explore over there.
Vern's taking credit for your model building. He's saying that he's the trendsetter, and you guys are all copying him.
I don't know. Aaron with his Gundams.
Vern, that Wonder Woman was pretty cool yesterday.
I didn't
so
see
many
that.
small pieces. I would just I can't.
Yeah, he seemed to be taking quite a large amount of time on certain parts of that model.
The best part was when Sleeping was putting stuff together, and then they deliberately made him cover it with other stuff, so he wouldn't be able to see it. Hopefully it'll let me go in. I need to change something on my options.
What's up?
Oh, I can't. Something's wrong with my running button. I have to constantly hold it down and to go anywhere.
Do you know, I've been having that problem. I've never had that problem before, but just this evening, I'm wondering whether it's something to do with the game, because I've swapped controllers. I'm still having that problem.
Yeah, you gotta click it in and hold it the way that you gotta go, so you have to keep it held down.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. I want to be able to push it forward and run. Oh, crap. I never have enough time before we go to somewhere else. Kessel, cool.
I totally kind of missed the fact that it was Make Solo 2 Happen Day.
Yeah.
I didn't really. I saw your tweet and I didn't really do anything. I didn't make a video or anything for it. I don't know. Did anyone else? It kind of passed me by that a little bit.
Yeah, like Brandon was saying yesterday, we really should have watched Solo, as a group.
Yeah.
But it didn't even dawn on me that we could have done that.
Yeah. I watched about half of it and fell asleep, but that's because I didn't start until 9:30 at night.
We've got Dan Clyro in the house. Hey, Dan. How's it going, my man? I hope you're good. So I've got next week off. It's hard. It's bank holiday weekend, and I've got next week off. So
Oh wow, nice.
cannot wait. Yeah.
positions.
I have Monday off. Memorial Day.
These positions must be defended so that the rebels are held in place.
How did you get on with Republic Commando in the end? Did you finish it?
I've played it once, and I need to play it.
Was it hard? I did play it back in the day, but it's been such a long time.
I just did those first couple opening missions, and it wasn't hard. I mean, it's frustrating because the computers always die, but no, I guess I've been doing more Red Dead and going on other people's streams and stuff where I just haven't gotten back to it.
Yeah.
So I'll definitely. I think that's what I'm gonna do Sunday morning and maybe Saturday morning too, is play some of that.
How many hours off are you now, Brandon? You're going to be getting close.
I think I'm within 500 now.
Yeah. Have your subs stabilized?
Yep, they have stayed. I'm at about 1,030.
Oh,
and
good lad.
YouTube has given me the community tab, and that works well. So I feel like they're not going to yank it out from under me again.
Yeah.
At this point.
Josh says, congrats on Rum. My next day off is next Thursday. I'm sorry, dude. Sorry, am I rubbing that in? Last was Monday. Dan Claro says, guys, drop your PSN. I need more people to play Battlefront with. I'm Salacious Rum, Dan. You can add me, no problem at all. I'm Salacious Rum on everything. Very easy to find.
I'm Apprentice Ewok, no space on everything. So.
There you go, Dan.
Video game world, I'm Exodus 11.6.
11.
Way to make it difficult.
Yeah.
Well, I hadn't chosen 1000th Ghost as a name for anything yet.
Right.
And that verse from the Old Testament works well.
Can you recite it?
No, not off the top of my head, but basically it's the last of the plagues.
Oh, very cheery. Very cheery. It's like wrath and...
Oh yeah, he's on our side. God.
Oh, this is laggy.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
Messiah, anyone play on Xbox? I am on Xbox, Messiah, but to be honest, my Xbox packed away. I don't really bother with it. But Luke Hoff, you need to find Luke Hoff. I don't know what his Xbox name is, but hit him up on Twitter. He might. Any world but ours.
Yep,
yeah.
I was gonna say the other Luke. Yeah.
Yeah, both of the Lukes. Our Dungeons game.
What was that?
Dragon game. Has that gone off the radar, or is that still?
To be honest, I didn't hear anything you said. You kept cutting out for me.
Oh, sorry. I said, what's happened to our Dungeons and Dragons game? Is that?
Yeah, we'll have to send John and Mark a message about that.
Yeah.
I haven't missed it then.
No, we haven't done anything with it yet. I think we were getting to that point, and then everybody's schedules got really messed up.
Luke Hoff says he's melting cheese on bacon on toast with eggs and garlic mushrooms. Jeez. Wow.
That sounds wonderful.
Sounds good. Dan Calyro, yes, Apprentice Ewok. Apprentice Ewok. So I'm assuming a box of sweets is going to get through American customs, Mr. Ghost. I did think.
Oh yeah, it should.
I know some countries are stricter than others. Australia, you've got no chance. I don't let any food in.
Yeah.
Really?
No, you can't even. If you even have like some fruit or something on the plane, they will fine you huge amounts or send you to prison. They are so strict on importing food.
Oh, General Maybean.
Dan Cairo says, Salacious, you free on Friday night? We're doing a live movie quiz with Luke Hoff. I would love to, but I can't on Friday. I'm actually going on another show on Friday. I'm on what are they calling it now? Shabby Reviews, Universal Shabby Reviews.
Universal Shabby Reviews.
So I'm on Universal Shabby Reviews, Dan, from 8 o'clock till 10. Otherwise, I'd love to. Otherwise, I would genuinely love to. And the week after, it's Three Men and the Monkey-Lizard. So if you've got a slot the week after that, I'd love to.
Man, I wish I knew how to use Jedis. I've got a Vader and Darth Maul open.
I do like your quiz events, Dan. So I would like to partake one day. I think Dan's part of. Unless I'm wrong, I think Dan's part of the that Star Wars: The Old Republic podcast with the effing guy, and the effing guy makes me laugh. If I'm wrong there, Dan, I apologise. You don't have to correct me, but I'm pretty sure this is the Dan I'm thinking of. G4 says, Brandon, the second half of this build is going so much faster. Sleeping's in the house, pew-pewing.
Hey, sleeping.
If we can hold this last position, we can still win the day. Don't give in to those rebel.
Let's see, Rum, you've got to be getting close on your hours too now, right?
Do you know, I've still got 1,000 hours to go.
Oh, wow.
I haven't, Oh, sorry, Dan says, no, the podcast of the Old Republic is... Yeah, it's my podcast, yeah, so I did have it right. Yeah, so I just, I haven't done as many streams as you, Brandon, to be honest. I need to... Next week, I've got the week off. I might see if I might do a marathon one over 24 hours, or... No, I'd never be able to do that. I'll try and do a few streams during the day next week, and
I was thinking about doing like a 12er on Monday.
Yeah. Sleeping says it's all the copyright music holding me back. It is, unfortunately. All those shorts. I've got 600. How many views? I don't know. A crazy amount of views, but none of them count. None of them count. Never mind.
Well, that's the nice thing about it is it on that tab, that monetization tab, it keeps track for you. Like the hours differ on mine because I have a couple shorts that have a couple thousand views, but like you said, none of those count. So, oh jeez, I got blown up. So there's a discrepancy about my total hours versus my watch hours that actually count.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever noticed that. Mine just has total subs and total hours.
Yeah,
I don't think I've ever noticed it.
There's a monetization tab, and then there's in analytics you can look at your hours within the past 365 days, and the YouTube Studio tab is usually a day or two behind on your actual numbers, like especially the watch hours, because it takes a while to I don't know who's calling me. For that to add up. So I wonder what mine actually says now.
I was warned that my part 3 of my tour the other day was not going to be allowed in Cuba, North Korea, Syria, and Iran.
Yeah, I get that all the time. I get that. So there must be so many music licenses that are not prohibited in those countries. It's crazy.
I'm like, oh darn. You know.
So I have got 200 and how many is that? 207,000 views on my channel in 10 months. That's quite a lot of views. But unfortunately, most of them, a great chunk of them are the shorts and they don't count. So never mind.
No,
I'll get there.
I mean, they don't count for your
Hours, yeah, for your hours.
but I mean that's still a lot of views.
So eyes on channel.
Yep.
Dan says something about the effing guy being funny. Yeah. He's a crazy guy, that effing guy.
Like, I'm almost at 40,000 views.
Yeah, so I've done all right on the views then, haven't I? Really?
Yeah.
It's just.
I'm still somewhere around 45,000, I think.
But then I've done a lot of uploads as well, so I've got 30 more uploads to go to get to 650. So I've done 620 videos in 10 months.
Wow.
But of course, most of them are shorts, you know.
Shorts.
Yeah.
You should be the poster boy for people who want to do shorts on YouTube. They are always trying to tell us to do it. That is so much easier.
I noticed Super John made a couple. He's just added me on TikTok.
Oh.
So I noticed Super John's done some shorts of some of his vintage Star Wars figures. I just think they're fun, aren't they? They're harmless.
Yeah.
Perfectly harmless. I don't see the harm
I
in
tried to
it.
do some shorts. I wasn't very good at it.
You don't. I mean, you don't. They don't need to be very good. Sometimes they're just fun to put music on with a figure, and like when I haven't done one in a couple months, but I a couple of the ones that the one that did pretty.
Oh.
Wait, what?
Nothing. Guy who came right at me. I thought it was Mace Windu. It was not.
He's not in the game. I was confused.
Why is he not in the game?
There are a lot of characters that aren't in this game that should be.
I watched just before I came on. It's funny you should say Mace Windu. Just before I came on, I saw that YouTube clip again of him asking George Lucas what color lights. Yeah. George says, what color people's lightsabers? And George says, well, the good guys are blue and green, and the bad guys are red, and that's just the way it is. He goes,
yeah.
What about purple? and George just looks at him and goes straight away, you can have a purple one.
Yeah.
It's like, that was easy.
Should have said purple, motherfucker. You can't have purple. Who do you think you are? Samuel Jackson. Okay, you can have purple.
Dan, I never play heroes versus villains because I'm shocking at this game.
I'm so bad with heroes.
Josh has got to hop off for work. I'll try to get back on if you're playing later. Take it easy, Mr. Josh.
Yeah, see you, Josh. Good to hear from you.
Yeah, it is good to hear from him. Yeah, he's working hard, single-handedly trying to save the cinema industry, basically.
We need to get Jabba's palace.
Yes.
And then I need to try to play as Iden because
get it points up.
She is overpowered on that map. Like, I was watching Any World But Ours, Luke play, and he was just cleaning house as Iden, and I was like, I really haven't played as Iden, and he's like, oh, you need to change that.
Haha. Yeah, I didn't realize that, huh?
Starting elimination sweep.
So over here on Monday, it's called Bank Holiday Monday. What do you guys, did you call it Labor Day or something like that, do you?
It's Memorial Day.
Oh, is it Memorial Day? What is it memorializing?
All the fallen soldiers in the wars.
Oh, okay.
We only have so much time to
Why are you having a bank holiday?
renew the attack.
Jesus, I knew you were going to ask me that, and I'm thinking, why on earth are we having a
the
bank
bank
holiday?
needs a holiday.
The banks need a holiday.
Yeah, why do we have bank holiday?
They're too big to have work all week.
I have no idea.
All
Does
right,
anyone,
that's
are there any English? Are there any Englishmen in the chat that know why we have a bank holiday? I have no idea.
We're almost out of time. Defeat those rebels at once.
I did go to school, honest.
Oops. Stand into a corner and I'm going to die.
No, there's a Scot in the chat and he has no idea either. Dan, we are bloody useless between us. Sleeping. End of the spring bank holiday according to Google. Yeah, that's not really helpful.
That's not a real thing.
That doesn't really explain.
So,
End of the spring bank holiday.
stand here, only to now suffer defeat
Yeah, don't know.
as well.
No, honestly.
Yeah.
That's all it says. I'm on gov.uk,
Yeah.
and it says Monday is spring bank holiday.
Yeah.
And then there's August, which is summer bank holiday. And then Christmas and Boxing Day.
Right. Google.
They do know that spring is not at the end of May.
Why spring? It is over here. So it started as the Monday after Pentecost. It was known as Whitsun.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Why do we have a May bank holiday?
Does Canada
It's in the-
share the same holidays as you guys? Or similar ones?
For the most part, they're in the Commonwealth, so...
Yes. And to be honest, our Canadian cousins should be called pommies, really. I don't know why the Australians like to call the English pommies, because it's the Australians that are the pommies, and actually, coming to think of it, the Canadians are as well. All prisoners of Her Majesty.
That's right.
Luke hates bank holiday. Why? Why on earth do you hate getting a day off, Luke? Strange boy.
Oh, Smirking's here, and he's Canadian. There we go. No, not entirely. We just finished with Victoria Day on Monday.
Well, there's another mighty queen, probably one of our best.
Yup. She got things done.
She did. She didn't mess about. That is random, Luke. Sleepy says that's random, Luke. That is, Luke. Why do you hate bank holidays? That's a random thing to hate. Why? Luke says because things stop on Sundays, and I don't need there to be a second Sunday. Is it because Asda's shut, basically, Luke? Is that the reason?
Oh,
Oh, we're here.
Alice. Yeah.
Here we go.
Preparing an
Here
assault.
we go.
Poor trooper.
Our orders are to dig
Finally, I'll
and
get some
move at
points.
all costs.
Yeah.
Dan says, right, this royal talk is too much for this Scottish guy. Have a good stream, guys.
So that the rebels are held
See you, Dan. Hey, you're half to blame for it. I mean, we've had, Scottish bloody, royalty on the throne at various points in history, so don't just blame it on us. Luke says, which queen was a doer? We were talking about Victoria. Luke says Freddie or Elton. Brilliant.
Those are completely different queens.
Yeah, brilliant.
Oh, they're gonna take checkpoint B.
Dan says
Victoria and her like 11 kids.
yeah. Dan says, yeah, it was the Scottish king that made the Union. We've never forgiven him. Oh, that's funny. It's funny because it's true as well, isn't it, Dan? My sister's Scottish, actually. I lived in Scotland, Dan, for a number of years. It's £3,000 for it.
Oh my god.
I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have to save up some money for that. But it's incredible, absolutely brilliant. See you guys, expect a PSN ad soon. Take it easy, Dan.
Sounds good.
Hey, Dan.
Luke says, if Scotland becomes independent, I'm moving to Scotland. Oh, surprised you won't be voting for North independence for the Northeast.
Solo is here. Finish that scruffy smuggler once and for all.
Who's got eyes on the enemy?
The rebels
Oh.
may have the advantage, but we will prove their point.
Ah,
Get ready to hold new
I
ground.
died. Now I don't have enough points for ID again. Sounds like a 35 player kill streak.
Is there a lot of interstate rivalry, a lot of state pride over there?
Really only Texas. We don't care. They can have whatever they want.
And we don't care.
We don't care.
Uh,
Actually, New York and Texas are probably the worst. Everybody else just knows that Colorado's the best.
I mean, Michigan likes to try to claim that they have more lakes than Minnesota.
Yeah. But since there's too many in both states, nobody can be bothered to count.
Right.
Ah, Yoda! Whee! That's
I
not
just
fair.
watched you get slaughtered. I was trying to spot on your body, and I was like, wait a second, nope.
I usually don't
Colorado's
go where you are because there's death.
Colorado's quite. Am I right in thinking is quite progressive and quite?
two cities are, yes. The rest of the state's normal.
Okay.
But Denver and Boulder pretty much run the state, and yeah, they're a bunch of hippies.
Yeah, because didn't you have for like, weren't you the first state to legalize marijuana and things like that in America?
Yeah, one of them. Yeah, we were told it would only be for medicinal purposes.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And we're only going to use the money for schools. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And now, oh well, you know, that's legalizing heroin is okay. And Denver has legalized mushrooms.
Has it really? Wow.
Yeah. Oh, and now we're doing. Of course, we just allow. Now we allow marijuana delivery.
You say that again?
We allow marijuana delivery. So you can call the marijuana shop and have it delivered to you.
Wow.
I mean, Domino's and weed delivery, it's like the perfect combo.
Yeah.
You'll just have your Uber driver drop by, grab a pizza, grab some pot.
Well, it sounds like Colorado. Sounds like Colorado's the place to go to university, really. You'll never graduate, but
yeah, the graduation's not a thing.
No,
that's something other people do. What are these little firefly things, and how do I stop them?
They're wispies, and you can't stop them. The Ewoks throw them as little grenades.
So kill Ewoks. Got it.
Yeah, sadly.
Is Boulder a place in Colorado? Boulder, Colorado, is that a place?
Yes.
Why is that on my mind?
That is the where the setting is for the show Mork and Mindy.
Ah, okay.
And that's where CU is. That's where colleges are. That kind of thing, mostly. Very pretty up there. Very nice.
Is there snowboarding and stuff and winter sports and stuff up there?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What's the really fancy resort you've got up there?
Vail is really big, or Breckenridge. Those are good ones. And you might know the Stanley Hotel, which is where the setting for the movie The Shining was.
Yes, I love that film. Yeah, what's the resort town though that I'm thinking of that everyone goes? That all the
all the riches go to?
Yeah.
Let's see.
That's in Colorado. What is it called?
There's Telluride. That's a big one.
No, that's not it. It's got a very distinct name.
Yeah. Huh? Aspen?
Aspen. There you go.
Yeah.
Aspen's the one. Aspen's the one, isn't it? Ghosts. That's the.
Yeah, Aspen's the one. It's the one they're trying to get to, and I think that's where they were going in Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah, that's right. That's it.
I love this level. It's the only time I feel like I'm going to get at this game.
So that must be, you must have some strange microclimates in Colorado where you've literally got snow and then literally a couple of miles. Am I wrong in thinking then you drive
really annoying that, you know, the big, badass heavy trooper, I have one grenade.
Well, the grenade respawns over time. You throw it, and then the red circle appears, and then it'll reload.
Yeah, that gets stood out in the middle there for a second. Any second, like Luke or Yoda are going to pop up and kill us all.
Yeah, probably.
Tell us to pick up the pace. Dude, we killed like 1,000 people.
We shall redouble our efforts.
The Emperor is here. It's gonna look good for them.
I'm sure you'll organise it all, and I have no idea how it's going to work, but it sounds awesome. It's going to be. There's one thing I can guarantee: it's going to be carnage. I think.
Yeah, he said Family Feud style draft, and I was like,
Yes.
wait, so do we all need to agree on the pick, or do we take turns picking?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. We'll let him work it out. Are we doing that this weekend?
No,
I
I
don't
think
think
it's
that's till like the end of the month.
Is it?
I think it's the middle of June.
Something like that.
Okay, Vern. The rules will be explained, then changed.
Well, when we had Dude on and we did the top 10 wish list for Marvel Legends and Black Series, I had thought I made the rules pretty clear when I messaged all the guys that it was 10 Marvel Legends and 10 Black Series.
I have a crate I can open. How do I open a crate?
Me and Vern just like winding the dude up. It's so funny. Oh, bless him. And Vern's so good at it. Vern is so deadpan when he does it. Yeah. He catches me out sometimes. He catches me out with his sarcasm.
I love Vern's messages when I'm trying to do something. He's like, "Wait, why is your closet opening?" Or like, yeah. I had a 119 kill streak in that.
Wow.
I don't even know what I had.
269 eliminations.
Wow. 69 I had. That's terrible.
It's all good. What planet are we on?
Um,
Well, I probably shouldn't be a shore trooper then.
You should probably not be a swordfish. Definitely.
I missed the delivery. I missed the delivery of action figures today. Got home and there was a slip saying "Mystery delivery." So annoying.
I have a slip from FedEx from yesterday, but they didn't try and come back today, so I don't know. Oh, was it for me?
Oh. The Rebel Alliance thought it could hide on
Oh, it was
Never mind. It wasn't for me.
I forget what
the assault.
What it was, but I was patiently waiting for it. And then we got a slip from FedEx saying they tried to deliver and they knocked on the door. And my dad is home like all day every day. So it's like, you liar, you didn't knock on the door.
But it didn't deliver at my house at 7:15. Well, I'm already at work, and everybody else isn't awake yet. You shoot that guy, he's right in front of you, just hit it. Is there a punch button?
You click in the right stick, that's the melee.
Okay. Stupid. Wait for your weapons to cool down. In the next Star Wars movie, I want somewhere in the middle for them to just all have to stop and wait for their weapons.
I know, that's the most annoying bit of this game, isn't it? Is the cooling down.
Have to have a moment like in Men in Tights. Okay, hold up, bad guys. I have to wait for my weapons to recharge.
Well, I mean, in The Mandalorian,
no retcons.
Cara Dune's rifle overheats.
That was a weird moment in that episode. I thought they're in the they're in the elevator, aren't they, when that happens, or they get out? I thought that was
jam. How does a laser jam? Also, and how does smashing it on the ground help?
That moment seemed out of place in the episode. I thought it seemed jarring for some reason.
Yeah. No, Jim Jarring was in another part of that episode. Ow. Guys, stop shooting me. Oh, jeez.
Oh, I died. Chris, when is your match on the Joker Trivia Challenge?
Friday.
Oh, this Friday. Ooh.
This Friday. 6, I think, my time?
We have new assault telemetry.
I'll have to go back and look and see what my categories are so I can study a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know what Destination Stone's categories are, and I need to, I think that's such a fun thing that he's doing, and the chance to win a Hot Toy is...
Oh, he put so much work in it.
Yeah.
I haven't caught any of that. So is it general, is it pop culture or Star Wars or what's
you have to pick, like, I'm going up against Ed Guerrero, and my categories I got to pick were Star Trek, Supernatural, and Transformers. And he picked Back to the Future, the original trilogy, and comic book first appearances.
Oh, wow.
So those are the only categories, and you just have to study for those.
Wow.
I should have been more like specific with mine, because I did Star Wars, MCU, and Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
And I feel like I should have
sure
done
what he was
like
looking for.
I should have done like Skywalker Saga Star Wars, or pick one of the trilogies. I probably should have picked the
Monkey Lizards in Star Wars.
Middle school age
Rebel Han Solo
anime
has been
shows.
seen. Watch out.
Well, never mind. I was gonna say Dragon Ball Z, but that's older than middle school age anime. Oh. It's okay, I had enough points. Oh, okay, yep, Naruto, DBZ Super. That damages opponents.
I've watched Back to the Future a zillion times.
Have either of you guys seen the Army of the Darkness on Netflix yet?
Army of Darkness?
Is that what it's called? Not Army of Darkness.
No,
What's
Army
it
of
called?
Dead.
Army of Dead. Army of Dead.
No,
I have not
I don't like
seen
Zack Snyder.
You're not a Snyder fan?
No,
Do you know I watched
don't
it?
watch. It was okay. I mean, it was. I mean, he basically just made the comic book, which is what I wanted.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And,
I love that comic.
40-foot Benjamin dick, but
Alan Moore's awesome.
yeah. But I haven't really liked anything else he's done. Now they're trying to yell and scream that they want the Schneider cut of Sucker Punch. Oh, nobody wanted Sucker Punch when it came out.
I haven't seen that, I must admit.
It's just basically scantily clad women with guns. It's just, you know, it's crap.
I thought Watchmen was excellent, though. I really did.
Yeah, I like Watchmen.
Watchmen's probably the best of all his movies.
New targets received. Advance.
He's like Tarantino. I don't particularly like Tarantino either, but I end up watching every one of his movies.
I'm not a big Tarantino fan.
What do you think of Man of Steel? Man of Steel?
I hated it because he doesn't understand who Superman is. I didn't mind the, you know, everybody was upset about the whole him killing Zod and all that. Okay, I get that. You know, Superman kills from time to time, not like that though. Also, you know, the whole Kevin Costner sacrificing himself. Like,
yeah, that bit was a bit weird.
Yeah. Could have easily saved him and gotten back and nobody would have noticed.
Yeah.
It's called Super.
Did you like the score?
The score? Oh, yeah, the score I like.
I thought the score was
I actually
excellent.
thought it was okay.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of scores I don't like.
I was talking about it on my stream last night. I think I'm trying to think of the first Wonder Woman has been the only DC movie I have watched more than once.
I'm gonna keep watching. But you are right. Of all the MCU movies, it is the slowest.
You're gonna think
it's not even just that. It's just it doesn't hold me as much as the other ones do. Like,
well, that's because there's not a ton going on.
Yeah.
You're gonna
more of.
These rebels must be defeated now.
You guys are gonna think I'm crazy, but I think there's more. I'm picturing your faces as I say this. I'm laughing at myself. Sorry. I think there's more. I think there's, apart from Suicide Squad is rubbish, and I haven't seen the second Wonder Woman film, so I can't comment on that. And Justice League was pants. I like the Snyder version, but I kind of find there's a bit more. There's more depth in the MCU movies. I absolutely love them, but there isn't a great deal of depth to them. They are popcorn flicks, aren't they? They are what they are.
Yeah.
Well, but
is that sacrilege?
I feel like
that's
feel like,
I'm not criticizing them for that. That's
even if you were, I think that's a valid opinion, and I just think that oh goodness, when sometimes superhero movies try to take themselves way too seriously.
Yeah.
And that is an issue, because then, like, I watched Joker once, and it's like, not every movie, especially a superhero movie, needs to be an award-winning thing that makes you think, or, needs to have a special kind of message or something like that.
Do you know, now I've said it as well, I'm thinking, out of all the MCU films, the Captain America storyline has the most depth. And I actually I did cry during Endgame when he went on your left and they all came out of there.
Yep.
I was blubbering like a baby then. So
well, that's because I think you're right, because I mostly think Cap is the one who has the most depth.
Yeah. Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
Because Tony's just
pretty shallow, isn't he?
Shallow drunk.
Yeah.
And, can't even get his own girl.
Chris is the
Thor
one I care.
Is Thor.
Yeah. Whereas Cap's the one you care about, I think. Cap's the one that I cared, felt for. And I was blubbering. Now I've said it, and I'm thinking about it. I was blubbering like a baby when he was dancing with Peggy at the end.
Yeah.
That felt very satisfying.
And I know some people have had very valid arguments about that, like Cap wouldn't be the person to throw that all away, and because essentially he'd be turning his back on all these events that have happened and everything like that. But for the MCU version and everything, I really liked how they basically mirrored Cap and Tony, because they throughout all the Marvel movies, they're Tony's the selfish one who won't make the sacrifice play, but he is the one who does it. He does it in the first Avengers, and he does it in the last Avengers.
Yeah,
exactly. And Cap is the person who's not going to walk away from everything.
Yeah.
Because he feels such a dependence on what he needs to do.
Yep.
And in the end, they both switch their characters around. Exactly.
Yeah, I love them all, and I could watch. Besides Ant-Man and the Wasp, or Ant-Man and Ant-Man and the Wasp, I could rewatch pretty much any of them at any given time. I am always in the mood. Like, I'm never not in a mood to watch one of those movies.
Yeah.
It's
like any of the Star Wars movies, really.
Right. They need to do Hulk right. To me, Hulk isn't Hulk. To me, when I think of Hulk, I'm not a comic book expert by any means, so I've got very limited history to fall back on. But when I think of Hulk, I think of the TV series with what's his name, on the run, basically. Going from going from town to town and constantly being chased and, you know, trying to hide his identity. And I love that TV series.
I actually think they did a rather good version. The Ed Norton version is good.
Yeah.
They still tried to make it
wasn't great.
too big.
Yeah.
So I'd like to see some of that.
Oh, it says somebody cancel matchmaking.
Oh man, I don't even know what I got. I had a crate and I opened it, and then we jumped into a game, and now I don't even know what I got.
Oh, you're in a game?
No, just before we started the last one.
If you go down, you can see if it says unopened crates on the bottom left.
No, it had one, and then now it has none.
Do you guys want to switch it up and play some other faction, or do you want me to hit play any, or?
You choose.
Oh, yeah, you choose. I don't care. I'm having a good time just playing.
Jeez, okay. I'll do play any. And some of the maps for like the sequel trilogy are amazing, and I'm trying to think of the one.
Yeah, it'd be cool. I don't think. Here's Jakku. I was gonna say I don't think we've really played on any sequel planets.
I hate this damn planet. That's because I set it for the Galactic Empire.
Yeah, this one's hard because of all the level changes.
Yeah. I like Camino. When I first started streaming this game, it always seemed like I would try to start wrapping up my stream, and I'd get on Camino, and it would be one of those supremacy matches that would last like 45 minutes, where you'd get to a certain stage and then it would kick you back, and I had a couple streams that went way longer than I had planned because of that map. But Camino is cool.
Yeah.
I think of all of the of the prequel maps, Naboo is my favorite. The original trilogy, Jabba's Palace.
Yeah.
And then sequel trilogy, I would have to say it would be Takodana.
I don't think I'm going to disagree with you on any of those.
Troops.
Honestly, I don't think I've ever seen this one. Even as much as I've watched you guys play.
I
usually do Empire.
I spawned into a game earlier, Brandon, I'd never been on a map, which was the Tantive 4 in the Rise of Skywalker. Have you played on that?
I don't know if I have. I don't know if I have.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I was like,
was there an engine room that you had to do something in?
I believe so.
Okay, then yeah.
But you start outside. You start in the jungle around around the Tantive.
Blue Sasquatch says Pirates of the Caribbean over and over. Sleeping in Greece saying Winter Soldier is amazing.
Winter Soldier is that's got the most depth out of all, the most yeah, that's my favorite of all the films by far.
Favorite MCU movie.
Yeah, definitely.
It's that espionage spy type feeling that you get watching it. I love that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and what's his name's what's the bad guy's actor called? What's his name? Ghost or no?
Aaron Zemo?
No, sorry, the director.
Yeah, you're right. I forgot now.
Oh, what's his name? He was an American swimmer, wasn't he? Wasn't he a swimmer to begin with?
God.
Good-looking guy, blonde hair.
Oh, Jesus.
He was. I can't remember his name, but it's in one of my most favorite films, and it's the conspiracy film about they had the Democrats hotel wired, and they had the deep throat conversations in the car parking lot. Ghost will know what I'm talking about. In the 60s.
All the President's Men?
All the President's Men. My God, I love that film.
That's a good movie.
He plays the journalist.
What is his name?
I love that time in American history. I love JFK and the assassination, and not. I don't love the assassination. You know what I mean? I love the.
Sorry, that
I love
I
You see the way his head popped. It's
Yeah.
beautiful.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I like the crazy.
It's an interesting time period, yeah.
That's a better way of putting it. That's a much more eloquent way of putting it. It's an interesting
I just
time.
beat that guy to death. Take that.
Yeah.
Cooling down weapon.
I know it's not factually accurate, but Oliver Stone's JFK movie is crazy, man. Crazy
Somebody's
movie.
got to put his name in the chat. Come on. What is his name?
It's based on a really good book, isn't it? The Something and Something of Jim Garrison. And Jim Garrison's in that movie. He plays the judge in the movie.
Captain Phasma has
Yeah.
arrived to oversee the battle.
Oh, what's the book called? Crosshairs. Something of Jim Garrison. I don't know.
Robert Redford.
Robert Redford.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got Wake Down, just dropping a like and disappearing. Hey, Wake Down. We've got John's Clone Army, the Watergate Scandal. That's it. The Watergate Hotel, and yeah, that whole story is absolutely crazy. John says he loves the assassination. LBJ killed Kennedy. Sorry, not sorry. Jordan, you sound like a fellow conspiracy theorist, man.
Yeah, that's the first thing Jackie said.
Do you know, there's some great stories around that time. Have you seen 13 Days as well, the Cuban Missile Crisis film?
Yep, that's a good one.
That's so good. That's Kevin Costner. He plays Jim Garrison in the JFK film. Very good. I really like that film. He kind of makes up a lot of stuff, Oliver Stone, but I am a fan of his movies.
He does do that quite a lot.
I like the Doors film. A lot of that's made up, but
Yeah, that was a good one.
well, I love Jim Morrison. Such a cool dude. In fact, I've got a couple of videos planned, because obviously Jim Morrison was known as the Lizard King, and he did a lot of poetry, and Salacious wants to recite some Lizard King poetry.
Cool.
I am the Lizard King. I can do anything.
A special operative is deployed.
There's a brilliant do you know like Woodstock and some of those crazy festivals in the 60s?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
The biggest festival, which was kind of the last of the big festivals, the biggest one ever, was in England at the Isle of Wight Festival, and it was 600,000 people right in the end of the 60s, and they had, it's really famous. It had Hendrix and all those guys, and the Doors played at 2 o'clock in the morning to 600,000 people in the pitch black, and they didn't know they were supposed to bring their own lighting rig onto the stage.
Oh,
Jeez.
So they only had like one red light illuminating the stage, and you can watch the video now. It's on YouTube. And they came on at 2 in the morning, and they did about 8 songs, and they finished with the end. You know, that classic track, "The End," off of Apocalypse Now. follow-up movie to the JFK. The JFK is Nixon, and once you get over the fact that it's Anthony Hopkins playing him, he actually does a really good job of playing him. Gets a lot of his mannerisms and. What was the other one we were talking about? Oh, the Cuban Missile Crisis. So you kind of play all those in a row, and they kind of tell a really amazing period in American history, and they all kind of link up together in terms of the threads of what happened.
No time left. Secure victory at once.
I think my favorite movie in that time period is X-Men First Class.
Yeah, I like that. I really enjoyed that one. It does make you wonder how they're going to weave the X-Men into the MCU, doesn't it?
Yeah.
How are they going to do that?
I think it's going to work its way into the Eternals. Because in the comic, the Eternals kind of helped us along randomly.
Yeah.
And they also have the ability to mess with DNA and things. So, I think when they're going to have something happen where they actually need us to kind of defend, they're going to say that we need to defend ourselves against something. And they're going to create, I don't know, it's hard to tell. Mutants are so hard now because of how far the MCU is.
So we've got Hyper Productions in the house saying, "What's up, boys?"
Hey there.
He's got his last summer test tomorrow. Cool. Good luck, dude.
Nice.
Yeah, the first scene in X-Men First Class is one of the best scenes ever. And it's very James Bond. In fact, I think it was the English guy that directed it, isn't it? It's Guy Ritchie's mate. What's his name? First Class.
Wow.
It's directed by Guy Ritchie's mate, the English guy that's produced Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels and Snatch. Oh, what's his name? Anyway, they did the start of the film. I think it was kind of because Fassbender wanted a James Bond gig. So it's the bit where he's in Argentina, and he's got that polo shirt on, and he goes up to that Argentinian bar, and the Nazis are in the bar, and he pulls the gun out. Very James Bond style-y.
I almost quit the game. Oops, don't want to
What do you guys think of the whole Amazon buying MGM?
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yep.
I think it's good because it means they're gonna. What are the big MGM properties? Is James Bond an MGM property, isn't it?
Lord of the Rings is an MGM product. James Bond.
Yeah.
Through acquisitions and stuff, there's a whole bunch of MGM things.
Yeah, so it's good how all the streaming services are like picking up, IP from studios and IP. So there'll be some good competition, won't there? I think it's good.
Well, it'll be nice because there's nothing on Amazon to watch.
Yeah. Yeah, that scene, the start of the scene of X-Men First Class with Fassbender hunting down the Nazis in that Argentinian bar is awesome. He stabbed the guy through the hand with a knife.
Yeah. See, and that's the weird thing is they're going to have to change the entire origin stories of all the X-Men.
Not unless they do some sort of
Wolverine.
Multiverse type
Yeah,
thing.
Well,
alternate timeline or something.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if multiverse stuff would work with the X-Men. I don't know. Because they would always be out of place.
But doesn't Cable, is it Cable or Bishop that channels time?
Cable.
Cable, yeah.
But they're going to have a hard enough time working Deadpool into the MCU. I mean, he can just show up and just do whatever and get away with it. But you can't just do that with, Xavier.
Subversive elements on
What's the director's name? I still can't think of it.
It's Matthew something.
Matthew. He's a genius anyway. He produced.
Matthew Vaughn, right?
Matthew Vaughn, yeah. He's an absolute genius. Did you see? You know when Tarantino was making Pulp Fiction, all those. We had the sort of British Tarantino, if you like. Guy Ritchie did Lock, Stock, and Snatch. Did you watch those movies?
Yeah. He made great movies, and then he married Madonna and got some sort of STD. And
yeah, well, Matthew Vaughn produced those movies, so I think he was always the talent, really.
Yeah. I like a lot of Guy Ritchie stuff.
Oh, jeez. Okay, we should probably focus an attack on one of the points. Like we should pick all one.
Which letter are you going for then? I'm close to A. Where are you?
Yeah, we can do A. I just spawned on you, Salacious. So let's
okay,
do that.
good.
Yeah, I'll spawn on you guys.
And then try not to die.
I do well in these jungle ones because they're flying guys. I fly now and then I'm dead.
No, there are so many movies I need to watch that I have never seen before.
Well, and that's what I thought we could do with the Sunday thing is, I mean, me and Dude have probably seen most everything, I would assume. So what we should do is pick movies that you and Sleeping haven't watched, or something like that, and then do kind of a first watch with you guys.
Have you seen Easy Rider, Brandon?
No.
You need to put that on your list.
That's a good one.
Like, you guys could sit here and name off movies, and I had a list at some point of movies that I needed to see. I started crossing some of them off, because I watched Back to the Future. I feel like I have, I'm not quite on Sleeping's level, because, like, I've seen Indiana Jones and Predator and, all those movies, because my mom introduced me to all of them.
We were quite lucky growing up in England with the TV channels that we had, because Channel 4 is one of the terrestrial free-to-air TVs that has always been a little bit artsy, and so they always used to play cult, very, like, all the cult classic films and top 100 films. So there was literally everything was always, there was always something on, I used to stay up, when I was a kid, stay up watching Channel 4, just absolutely brilliant movies. A lot of European movies as well, and all the classic American films.
Well, like, my uncle's a big, like, cult classic guy, so I watched a lot of movies with him growing up, like, The Evil Dead, Army of Darkness, Big Trouble Little China, tons of, just loads of movies with him, and I can't even remember. Tron with my mom and my uncle. Oh, I'm outside of that.
I'm following you, Shiny.
We'll lose this battle soon unless you step up the attack.
I realized we were over
Have
there.
you seen the spaghetti westerns, Brandon?
I have not. I have seen, like the other night I've seen like Tombstone and what's the other one that's really good? Came out around the same time as Tombstone.
We must achieve victory before it's too late.
Unforgiven?
But no, I haven't. What?
Unforgiven? Clint Eastwood. The best bit about Tombstone is Val Kilmer's performance of Doc Holliday.
Yeah.
He's so
yeah.
cool in that film. But no, the spaghetti westerns are 20 years older than that. I think it's
Right. Yeah.
We're talking things like for a few dollars more, the good, the
Yeah,
bad, and the ugly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
No, I haven't seen it.
Careful.
And they're called spaghetti. They're called spaghetti westerns because they're directed by an Italian,
First assault
Yeah.
Sergio
ready
Leone,
to advance.
which is very strange. You wouldn't necessarily have put that together, but
and scored by one of the best.
yes.
The resistance forces have regrouped.
There are just too many trees.
Secure those command posts.
The scores to those movies. What's his name? It's another Italian composer. I've got them on vinyl. They're absolutely brilliant. What's his name?
All right. Are we taking A or B?
Where am I? I'm coming to A.
All right.
Hey, out to the basement. What's our little Salacious doing? I don't know if that's Nate or Justin, but thanks for stopping by, dudes. Just having a bit of casual gaming with the Apprentice Ewok and the 1000th Ghost. And we're just talking about movies that we have or haven't seen. We're quizzing Brandon on movies that he hasn't seen yet, really.
And I honestly feel like I'm more cultured than a lot of people my age, but I still have not seen.
Are you a horror fan, Brandon? You mentioned Army of the Darkness. Are you a horror fan?
Yeah, I don't mind it. I'm not a big like gore fest type person. But,
Have you seen Carrie?
Yes, I have.
That's a good one.
I don't really like horror or slasher films, but I seem to have seen quite a few of them.
And we got Blue Harvest Finch's toys in the house as well. Hey, Blue.
Hey, Mark.
Ooh, yeah.
Hey there, Jennifer Martin. How's it going?
It's Justin. Justin's a big horror fan.
Hey, Justin.
What are your top 5 horror films then, Justin?
Intensify the attack before
Let's
it's too late.
see if we concur. I'm not a massive horror fan. I prefer the sort of psychological ones rather than the gore.
Yeah.
Like I love The Shining.
Kylo Ren has deigned to join us.
In fact, someone was talking about The Shining. You guys might have been talking about The Shining the other day. It was on one of your streams, and I couldn't. I think it was on your stream, baby Brandon. You were talking about The Shining, and I couldn't comment. I might have been because I was in bed or something.
Unless we
But
secure this sector right away, we will face defeat. Get to it.
was it?
Yeah,
Were you saying?
Sleeping does not like it.
Right, so that was it, and I was going to say, you've got to watch, there's a documentary called, what's the room number?
Room
2814?
384. Kevin, what's the room number in The Shining? If you need it.
So anyway, there's a documentary called Room and then the number. And it's a conspiracy theory, it's a story of the conspiracy theory about Stanley Kubrick actually filming the moon landings.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
I have not, but I've heard about
It is absolutely brilliant. And they
Room
basically
237.
Room 237. And basically in this documentary they go almost frame by frame through the film, picking out all the clues that basically in their mind lead you to suspect that Stanley Kubrick felt so guilty about his alleged part in such filming that he had to tell the world but couldn't do it because of, you know, he would be killed or whatever. So there's all these crazy clues, like, you know, when Danny's on his cycle and he's going down the corridors and there's that weird very 70s retro carpet. Basically, if you look at that carpet, the geometric shape is the Cape Canaveral pad that's Apollo took off from. And then there's crazy references all the way through the film. Now, whether or not this is just is it scotoma? Is it like the mind sees what you want it to see, or something like that? Whether it's that or whether or not it's, you know, there's something to it, it's fascinating watch anyway. So yeah, I recommend. Danny's sweater's got Apollo on it as well, and there's ornaments all the way through the film, and there's just tons and tons of NASA references and stuff all the way through the film. And the conspiracy is that it was the technology that he learned from 2001.
Yeah. Space Odyssey, yeah.
Which, if you look back, I mean, 2001 stands up now. I mean, I don't know if you've seen it fairly recently, but the effects in that film are unbelievable. I mean, it looks so good. I don't know what that. I don't know the technical term for the projection style they used, but it's absolutely incredible. Anyway, how do we get onto that? Films. Have you seen 2001, Brandon?
I have, yes. It's been probably 12 to 14 years since I've seen it, but I have.
Incredible as it might sound, ComScan has detected
there is a sequel actually called 2010. It's got Helen Mirren in it. It's not quite as good, but it's interesting.
Alright, so we need to... I can kind of protect between A and B if each one of you wants to take an A or a B.
Okay, I'm going for A.
Because we kind of need to protect both of them.
Have you got some standout films, Ghost, that you often go back to?
I love the original Planet of the Apes.
The what, sorry?
The original Planet of the Apes.
Yes.
Oh. I will watch that off and on. My favorite, probably, I can watch it. I could turn you guys off and watch it right now. Is Clue with Tim Curry.
Oh, Clue! Yes, love that. Yes. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that or the Blues Brothers. I love those.
What does he say at the end of Planet of the Apes? What does he start screaming? Oh, no, they ruined it. They blew it all.
Blew it all up.
They blew it all.
Blew all to hell.
Yeah. I love that. That's so crazy.
If you get a chance, another great documentary for that is Behind the Planet.
Is the what, sorry?
Behind the Planet.
Okay, yeah, I think I've seen that.
And it's a 2.5, 3 hour documentary with Rodney McDowell. And, where am I? Polygon from Cartagena.
Oh, well, when you say Cartagena, all I think is Romancing the Stone.
Exactly. You know where Cartagena is? Lady, you are Helen Gone from Cartagena.
I love those films. G-Force, I also love. Yeah, well, was I talking about Churomance? G-Force, Churomance. Me and one of my exes. That was our film, Churomance. Absolutely brilliant. Love that film so much. Written by Tarantino, directed by Tony Scott, Ridley Scott's brother. Fantastic soundtrack. Got Val Kilmer cameoing as Elvis.
Any Tarantino movie generally has an incredible soundtrack.
Yes.
He's really good at picking music.
Very good.
Is Django Unchained, is that a Tarantino?
It is.
Yes.
Okay. I enjoyed that movie. I think that's the one that I've enjoyed the most.
Children of Men Out of the Basement is an excellent film. Love that film. Have you seen that, Brandon? Children of Men?
I don't believe I have.
It's an apocalyptic, set in the not too distant future, and man can no longer give birth, and there's one baby left. And basically,
that sounds familiar.
it's set in London. It's Clive.